Ashley was saying, you know, like, I put $1,000 into his bank account. So when she put the $1,000 into his bank account, he changed the passwords and talking to his ex directly. He's told Ashley that he hasn't been in contact with her, that he's not sending her money. He is a liar. There's nothing that comes out his mouth that's the truth. He wants to bring his ex here and marry her? I don't know. There's so many red flags at this point. I don't even know how my daughter, who is very smart, does not see it.
See, let's talk about this. The mom says, my daughter that's very smart don't see it. It's as if you're basically saying that love truly is blind, right? But you know what's so crazy about Ashley's family? They see every single red flag, every single warning possible. But no matter what they say, Ashley just doesn't want to listen, or at least just doesn't want to see the red flags for herself. Why is that? I mean, listen, we've got to be able to make sense of what we're seeing. And that's the biggest struggle of Ashley and Manuel's relationship. That we see things, the family sees things, but yet none of these things are translating towards her. I do wonder if Ashley has a history of relationships that have gone downhill so much that she's got to a point where she's become very desperate to have someone in her life, regardless of the hurdles that are in front, the hurdles that she may be willing to jump over, but her partner isn't. And it's crazy because you see the sister here tells the mum everything that has gone down from detail to detail. But then when Ashley comes in,
No, mommy. No, mommy.
What happened?
You have not been truthful with my daughter. You now.
What?
Oh, you speak! That Manuel has been talking to his ex and has been
That's exactly how you said it?
Yeah.
let's just pay attention to Ashley's reaction. That's exactly how you said it. See, that type of body language, as also the level and also the expression itself in particular, as well as the words, tells me that each time Ashley sometimes wants to speak about him, she wants to maybe cover things up a little bit. She wants to downplay things. So, but here's the thing. And I know we said this last season. When her and Manuel haven't necessarily had like a massive argument, and then her family or friends would talk to her about him, she would somewhat downplay the things that they're saying, even though the things that they're saying are things that she's told them when she's been in a mood. Now, here's the thing. Manuel has already said that talking to Ashley can be difficult because, well, she's crazy, as he says. And that's probably because you don't know what version of her you're going to get. And it's crazy because that's how she translates her information. So like I said before, if she's in a okay, neutral mood, then if she's confronted by the family regarding his behavior, she would downplay it. But if she's in a very irrational, upset, furious mood, then she will run off to friends, family, and she will say the most loud and clear, let them know the issues. So the question is this. Is the family ever wrong for getting involved? I'm going to say no. Why? Because Ashley's always going to them and telling them how she feels. Is the family wrong for having a dislike for Manuel and for questioning his intentions with Ashley? Absolutely not, because Ashley's always running to them when she's annoyed and screaming the loudest. Point being is that Ashley does do a great job of creating her own problems. And then when it comes to her being in a good mood, and then those things are then being addressed, she then has to double back on those things. So here's the thing. Despite the fact that right now the argument says that Manuel is most likely using her, what has Ashley done to prevent these things? Because if anything, Ashley's behavior is always inviting these things. It's like she gets a thrill out of being upset and then being okay. Being upset and then being okay, because we've seen it before that even when these two are going through their most, she will happily take him anywhere and open her legs and let him do his madness. This is somebody that clearly struggles with approaching things and dealing with things the way she should. And that's generally actually by having those serious conversations and actually addressing those serious conversations and then making sure that she walks away with the answers that she needs. Not going through these conversations and then still walking away with nothing and then acting like it's still okay as if things are going to get better when clearly things are never going to get better between these two. But let's continue.
Proceed to send $300 to the family.
What about the $1,000 before?
Right.
Where'd that go?
Girl, it ain't a
That's gonna show you.
You notice how when she first starts to speak, she tries to defend him, but then when the family says bored about this, she's like, oh, How can I downplay this one real quick? Oh, shiz. And then these is the third phase of Ashley, the phase when she's in a neutral mood, but then the points are brought to her and she has no choice but to then address them, which also links into why sometimes, or at least a lot of the times, when she needs to address something with him, she brings in other people. And it's weird because when she brings in other people, that's when she's definitely always been very, very much unfair. But at the same time, it's like sometimes she brings other people in, so therefore it prevents her from doing what she knows what she does best. And that is pretty much downplaying any kind of madness that is going on. It's a very sticky one, actually, because not everything is black and white. Honestly, really, it's not.
That is your husband. You need to know what is going on.
So el dinero todavía está no tengo, ¿verdad?
¿Verdad?
¿Puedo tener la contraseña para ver?
¿Por qué?
What do you say?
Why? Con $1,000,000.
¿Por qué?
It's hers. Ella.
Es ella dinero.
¿Desde que ella casar conmigo?
The matter of the fact is, despite the fact that Manuel is moving mad, Ashley is at the root of her problems in terms of the fact that she invites other people into her problems. You know, Ashley's one of those people that really and truly, if you want your business to stay between you two, you can't be with someone like her, because when it comes to her business, everybody needs to know about it. And that is never healthy. Well, for me personally, it's never healthy. I couldn't be with someone like that personally. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't need outside people coming in and saying this and that. But Ashley's the kind of person that will run away. She will speak the most about her partner in the most worst way possible, but then expect everybody else to still like him. How can anyone else like him? How can anyone else accept him? How can anyone else be okay with him if your go-to is to always bark as loud as you can about how bad of a human being he is? That's why I've always said to people, listen, like for me personally, you know, if I'm with a partner now, and if I'm speaking to anyone about my partner, despite what was gone down, I will never speak about my partner in a way that represents her in a negative way. Because I don't want them to see her like that. I don't want them to then start giving me judgments of her negative. Now, here's the thing. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to go and address certain things that I may need advice on, but I will always do respectfully. You know, like, for example, I'll just be like, hey, bro, so this is what went down. You know what I mean? Now, of course, I know she wasn't trying to like in a negative way, but like, this is what went down. Like, give me your thoughts on it. That's it, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to speak about her in a respectful. I'm not going to go to a friend and be like, oh my God, you can't believe what she did. She did this, she did that. Really, really making her, painting her out to be the most negative person in the world. Nah. I just be like, hey man, so this is what happened, man. Like, let me know your thoughts, you know what I mean? It's because if you cannot speak about your partner in a respectful manner around other people, then you shouldn't be with that person, point blank, period. And that is one of the biggest problems that she has. She can never speak about her partner in a positive way. Now, I'm not saying there's much positivity to say about him, but I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. But nonetheless, though, let me know what you're thinking and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.